Oh, hello there, folks. So, what is new in the world of crypto today? Nothing much, just the announcement of a brand new super entity hero crypto within the AI space. So, I guess it's just another day, right? So, announced today on Bloomberg Terminal is the merging of three pretty well known crypto projects in the AI space to form one big mega entity. That's right. We now have the crypto version of Voltan taking form before our very eyes. And honestly, it looks very exciting to me. The three main companies joining forces are FetchAI, SingularityNET, and Ocean Protocol. They will operate under the guidance of an umbrella entity called the AI Superintelligence Collective. I'm not sure whose 10-year-old named that, but it does sound pretty awesome if I do say so. They will be guided by this collective, but while also maintaining their separate entity operations. This collective will be run by SingularityNet CEO and founder Ben Goertzel. And honestly, this play, in my opinion, may be a $1 trillion altcoin play. Now, FET, the native token for Fetch AI, will become ASI, which is Artificial Super Intelligence. Every time I say that, it gets me kind of excited. The native tokens of both Ocean Protocol and SingularityNet will also join and merge into ASI. And so there will be a total supply of 2.63 billion tokens. And with a 2.82 starting price, we're looking at a fully diluted value of this merge being around $7.5 billion. Now, with the market caps of these three tokens being 2.6 billion, 1.7 billion, and around 840 million respectively, together, they still don't get anywhere close to 7.5 billion, right? And so we have to assume that they are baking in all kinds of value that they see coming from the synergy and the flow improvements of this new mega merge, which is fine, I guess. I mean, honestly, when it comes to something like this, narrative is going to be as big a driver as anything. As I just mentioned, they're going to maintain their separate entity operations, whatever that means. But you have to kind of factor in the fact that just because the tokens are merged, maybe on the back end, there's going to be a lot more synergy in place than that term or that phrase may lead us to believe. Honestly, I see this alliance formation as a means to elevate them into maybe the AI play when it comes to crypto right now, certainly during this cycle so far, as we're yet to see much of the development that's going to take place. And maybe one of the reasons why these guys are looking to get ahead of that a little bit, right? There could be some huge opportunity here. We can see why they're doing it, or rather, we can use some common sense as to some of the reasons why they're doing it. We have mega tech companies, including Alphabet and Apple, looking to invest heavily into AI, even more than the huge investments that have already happened and are happening. We know that Meta and Google and Microsoft and Apple aren't just going to sit by and not become oligarchs in this new, vast and growing sector, just like they haven't in the sectors that they already are situated in, right? And so we can only get behind decentralized entities like this taking form and hopefully providing at least some checks and balances for us as we enter an era where AI fills a ginormous part of our lives. It's frankly concerning to think that so much of this landscape could and probably will be controlled fully by a few of these heavy hitting companies. And so it's within our best interest and probably a narrative that this entity, this new foundation is going to get behind when it comes to pushing that decentralized narrative, maintaining control outside of these mega companies, right? We talked about this ad nauseum in previous videos all through the cycle, but it's going to be more and more important, especially as sectors like AI come to the fold. But we also have to be ready, really, for these large companies looking to buy the tokens up. They probably will. AI is the biggest race right now. And it certainly shouldn't be surprising to see an entity like this looking to raise its head above the rest of the AI crypto competition at this juncture, attracting these tech giants to go on a spending sprees and buy as much of these tokens that are available as is feasible for them. Some are saying that this could and probably should be the first $1 trillion altcoin for this very reason. It's set to attract big volumes of money directly, right? If anything, just to maintain control of this AI beast that's taking form. It's the largest open source decentralized network that we have right now, and it's aimed to accelerate the race to AGI. Everyone's getting on board that race. And whichever way you cut it, there's now going to be a new established crypto participant in that race. And right now it's in the form of this new mega entity. So, what's the play here? I hear you ask. Well, it looks like we aren't yet privy to how current tokenomics and holdings factor into new distributions or allocations. So, it may be a fairly easy initial play to take positions in three of these tokens right now, whichever one takes your fancy. I mean, they're all kind of rolling into this new token. So, whatever you think you're going to get the best bang for buck, maybe it makes sense to take some of those positions as the news in advance, really, of this news rolling out more and more. Not too many people are talking about this yet, but they will. And then once the news does roll out, stand by and get a potentially bigger piece of the new pie. I guess it's up to you, but this is big and should be on your radar either way. We keep talking about being on the precipice of lots of this new tech and development taking form. AI is a massive part of that. And we've seen it, right? People are being creative with these buzzwords at the very least. AI is kind of being glimpsed and being included into every new crypto project under the sun. It's only going to continue to do so. When you get a company like this or a new entity formation like this that has already somewhat of a track record, was one of the first kind of to move in the space and is looking to continue those strides, it does spell good things, I think. And so looking at this, it could be one of the safer plays. Looking at the way that the tokenomics are forming right now, kind of going down the route of a typical TradFi stock merger, which has it has its pros and its cons. But right now, in an area where so much of AI is smoke and mirrors, this may be one of those safer plays to also hopefully look to gain some of those mega gains. Hey, you're going to see a lot of people probably throwing out, this is the new Amazon of AI. It may be. I mean, don't throw away your life savings on this. There are equal and probably more valuable plays everywhere else. But right now, this is probably a good thing, a good play in whichever way you want to play it to add to your portfolio. If you want to see how we're playing it, feel free to join our private group. We're going to be talking about this a lot. It's going to take a little bit of tactful, plays, a little bit of strategy involved here to be able to maximize the most, I should say. A lot of that is going to depend heavily on what relevant information is coming out and really staying in the loop with everything that's happening there. But we love to have you. And as always, please do like, sub. I hope this helped. Do some research, find out about it. It's super exciting. And I will catch you on the next one.